Hi guys, welcome to the final update on the Romanian Paratrooper rifle. These were sold by the Atlantic Firearms. To my best knowledge, they are no longer available, but they were all of course sold out. But you have some similar clones like M10 coming in or RH10, which are still made by the Cougar, still feature this integrated front post and the gas block. But let's focus on this specific rifle. I'll start the summary from all 5,000 rounds. As you can see, rifle is one piece. That's a good sign. But another good thing was it was very limited amount of malfunctions. The rifle absolutely chokes everything, eats everything, shoots any kind of ammo you throw at it. There is no issues with cycling. I think the cycling for sure is the strong point for those rifles. It has a consistent strong ejection. A little bit of the trigger slap on this Century Arms trigger, but and I didn't modify the trigger because I want to keep it original. But you can easily remove the trigger slap by modifying the trigger a little bit. But that's not the issue. My biggest problem was after 3,500 rounds, I started noticing that there were some issues with accuracy on this rifle, especially when the rifle was getting a little bit hot. And as you know, we always monitor the temperature and keep the rifles well below, we try to stay below 450 Fahrenheit on the gas block, which is the hottest spot. So we were monitoring this rifle, but what I noticed was degrading in the rifle accuracy a little bit. And I promise you to have the bore scope and basically investigate what's happening inside the barrel. And unfortunately, I'm noticing a lot of damage or erosion inside the barrel, and that's very unusual. This barrel, this is thinner than usual AKM, than usual Cougar barrels. I think on the Wasser they are a little bit thicker than this. This one is for sure thinner than the regular AKM barrels. And I would say if you're running those barrels, guys, those rifles with those barrels, watch out, don't go crazy. I know everyone loves those magazine dumps and be high-speed Ninja, Ranger, Delta, Gru and things like this, but watch out for the heat. They are not as resistant to the heat as the AKM barrels, so there is a lot of erosion. The pictures, unfortunately, from this bore scope won't be a high definition images, but you got the idea what's happening. I think even on one side on the crown there is a completely like rifling gone. So it is what it is. I would say that this is a negative, but if you are looking for something like a chalk gun and or you want to SBR it, probably that's the very good candidate to SBR it and have it converted that way. Other than this, I think it was interesting proposition from Cougar. The Paratrooper, that exact model is no longer available, but you can have a similar looking clones with like M10 or RH10, and they are a little bit maybe more robust, but I would still be very careful as far as the barrel goes. Also, I have the flash hider from Circle 10 AK, friends, but you gotta see also, I ran that rifle without any muzzle device too. There is not enough meat, guys, to torque any kind of crash washer or anything. There's not enough meat on that barrel. That barrel is really thin, and to have any cool like muzzle devices, probably the bird cage would work best, and that's it. Even if you will use the Loctite under the influence of the temperature is getting loose, so that's just a temporary solution. So something to keep in mind, that if you want to run some other devices, you have to find out some solution. I don't know, to this day I was struggling a little bit to lock it at the end of that barrel, something. But anyhow, enough with the bullshit talk, let's do the final evaluation. Today we just did the 500 rounds, so it was really a breeze, nothing special. I don't suspect that we see any crazy deformations or anything, but hey, let's follow the procedure and see what we got. Alright, as always, the recoil spring mechanism here, everything is looking good, no issues whatsoever. Let me pull out that bolt carrier and bolt. We'll start from the bolt. And the bolt locking locks, a little bit polished metal here, but absolutely flat surface. This is what I was talking about, guys. If you will look at these, they are like absolutely flat. That's how you want them. And maybe a little bit deformation up front. It's just eat up material, but extremely limited number of malfunctions. This rifle worked very, very well. Extractor cloth, very strong ejection still. Everything here is looking good. Rear and front of the bolt is looking good. Let's have a dive inside. Of course, you will be seeing pictures after wiping everything off. Okay, there was a deformation on the rear end of the bolt. And I don't remember when it started, but it didn't progress that much. So this thing stopped. It was deformed at the initial rounds counts, but then it wasn't progressing. So as you can see, it is deformed. There is no question about it, but it's nothing to worry about at this point. I think that it stopped, and that battle between the trigger hammer and the bolt carrier kind of equalize it and everything level out. So channel is looking good. Piston head, very short piston, and the piston head is looking good as well, guys. So this is cool. Let me see inside. On the right side, locking locks on the trigger looking good. Left side looking good. Chamber here is looking good. We talked already about the bore. Flip to the other side, and underneath is looking good. Let me check the rivets right now quickly on the trigger guard here, looking good as well here, and on the top. And one more time, no light coming through. They are not most beautiful rivets in the world, but they are holding up. Especially that one is like kind of tilted, but it's still pressing down. Let me open the lever for the gas tube, and this is the short gas tube for the Pirates Union. But all joking aside, the gas tube is looking good, guys. This rail from the TDI hold up, M-LAC rail from TDI hold up is looking good. And we did talk about the barrel. See, that barrel here is regular size, thicker size, and then it's just getting slimmed down, and this is the weakest point right here. This is like very, very thin, and here they left a little bit more meat, and here you got more meat on that barrel. So that's what the Cougar did. I don't know, it is what it is. And here everything is looking good. So what we have left is I'll assemble it back and get ready for the final no-go gauge test. No-go gauge set up on the bolt. Let's see what we got. And nothing, guys. After 5,000 rounds, people of Romania can jump, enjoy. The rifle is not closing on the no-go gauge, so it survived the 5,000 rounds. One more time, everything is looking good. And congratulations to the Cougar, another rifle from Cougar plant which completed the 5,000 rounds. The only issues which I got are with that barrel. I would still, personally, I still prefer a regular Wasser than those rifles. But if you're looking for like cool truck gun or you want to SBR it, hey, that's a great candidate. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for supporting Union. Without you, it wouldn't be a Union. Okay, thanks. See you in the next video.